Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the next video. Here we go. At the very least, we're remembering to record every day. I did not get a chance because I was running around so much. Fuck, I gotta get an oil change. When should I do that? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow with the kids. So, last night I did a lot of running around the house, or sorry, running around town actually. I had a lot that I needed to get done, and I did not have time to edit, so I'm going to be editing today's video today and posting it today when I get home, which should be interesting. Just trying to call Anthony back, make sure I have my debit card because we do not need a day like we had before. There it is, there it is, there it is. We're gonna have a great day. But off to Costco on a Thursday before Thanksgiving. Apparently Anthony doesn't want to answer the phone. On a Thursday before Thanksgiving long weekend, Costco. Wish me luck. Let's go.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing.
So I'm thinking I may just have to find myself a new Costco for a little while. I think there is one. Nope, this is not good. No. I almost thought I didn't have my Costco membership, and there was no way I was making that trip again just for a Costco membership. So it took me, I'd say maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, if I'm not exaggerating, to get here today. And it should have only taken me about half an hour had traffic just been fine, construction not existent. But the construction is insane in this area right now. I used to drive into the city all the time to go shopping. To go to work. But I used to drive up the back end, driving here to like the main, well, I guess it's not really the main center of the city, but it's pretty close. I'm here and parking lot doesn't look too bad, but I am parked pretty far away from the entrance because I'm not really in the mood to be fighting my way out of here. And yeah, I slightly considered going into Value Village, but I really don't want to be spending any money that I don't have to. That's all I need. Anyways, let's go to Costco. Oh my goodness. You know what? The busyness of the store was not as, it actually wasn't as busy as I was expecting, because it is, what was I saying? Oh, I'm sweating. I need to fix my eyebrows today for sure. This is insane. I got sick and I didn't want to do anything about it, you know, so I just kind of didn't do anything about it. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Hold on. Today their ice machines are working, so I did get ice cream. I got ice, like everything is working. I'm so glad because it is hot. and I'm thirsty, and pop, especially fountain pop without ice, is just not, it's not it. It's not the same thing. Like, I don't understand how people can do that, you know? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're a sorcerer if you can have pop without ice. I got some pizza. I'm so excited. Look at that. Like, that actually has a substantial amount of pepperoni on it. I'm impressed. This big Dodge Ram just pulled up in front of me. Fuck. I should have pulled forward when I had the chance. Oh well, it's actually, like I said, it's not that busy. We may be looking at rain all weekend for Thanksgiving weekend. We are definitely not doing turkeys, but I was able to buy some whole chickens from Costco. So I think what I'm actually going to do when I get home is I am going to separate everything as much as I can, but I also would like to start a roasted chicken and then just break it up and put it in the fridge. But on Monday, I think I'm gonna do like a Thanksgiving-ish dinner for just our family, but only do it with chicken. But I'll do all the sides, you know, the turnip and the potatoes and the beans and the stuffing and all the stuff. Like, we gotta do it right. I'm just not buying a turkey this year. Like, it's not happening. And maybe, honestly, I mean, it's just our family. We're not getting together with anybody, so who knows? Maybe next week I'll buy a turkey when it's on sale, and I'll find some cheap one somewhere and I'll roast a turkey. Just for the sake of roasting a turkey, you know? Like, who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna eat my pizza. I'm gonna enjoy my pizza. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna chill for a minute. And then I'm gonna drive home. I'm hoping the drive home is not as chaotic as the drive here was. But who knows? In the summertime is the city of construction. It just is the way it is. It doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to... It doesn't seem that they ever finish anything. Like, it just seems to be construction all the time. Always.
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
Hi. Hello, hello. Watching you dance the stairs is so funny.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from them.
We're home, and cheers. Not sure how I feel about that. I went grocery shopping last night because the kids literally, there was nothing I could put in their lunch today. So as I was out doing my running around last night, I also stopped at the grocery store. These were on sale, and I'd never seen them before. It's Dr. Pepper and cream soda. I at first thought it was Dr. Pepper brand cream soda. And I thought, I like cream soda. Got home and realized that it is Dr. Pepper and cream soda. And I don't know how I feel about it. It's weird, but good. I'm home now, so let's do a quick haul. I have dog food, cat litter. I'm not picking those up. I am exhausted. Already dropped off the wipes. I have this bin. Chocolate chip. This is my random snack that I bought because I always buy something new that I want to try, or at least I try to anyway. If I see anything that hits, I try to limit myself to one thing that I'm like, I'll try that. That seems good. And this is, what is it called? Elote? Mexican street corn flavored snack mix. Oh, excuse me. That Dr. Pepper cream soda. Shigassi. Anyways, so elote honey roasted sesame chips, which I'm excited about those. I love sesame chips. Elote corn sticks, double cheese crunch corn. Elote. I keep saying it with a bit of an accent, but I don't even know what the accent is. Elote corn jacks and fiery hot corn churros. That's what it is. And it says it's spicy, but I think it's got a little bit sweet in there too, and it'll probably be one of those snacks that I kind of want to eat slowly anyway, so I'm okay with it being spicy. Oh, bear paws for the kiddos, goldfish, got some Katie, got some bread, cereal. Kids will be happy to have this back. And so will I, because it makes our morning so much easier. They are able to wake up and get themselves a bowl of cereal in the morning on school days. And I love it because I can sleep in and all I have to do is say, hey, time to get dressed, time to get ready, let's go. Tostitos, Ziploc bags, freezer bags, granola bars, sugar, and Scrub Daddy. These impressed me. I've been buying Scrub Daddies when I see them at the dollar store because I like them. I think they work pretty well. They're not my favorite, but they're pretty good. These are actually Scrub Daddies, I think, from the actual company. I don't know what the ones are that they have at the dollar store because I think they're a little bit smaller. Anyways, at the dollar store, they're $4 a pack. This, I think, was like, what was it, the 18? There's 8 of them in here. I think it was like $16 or something, or $20 or something. Anyways, the per item showed $2 and some odd cents per sponge. So buying this ended up cheaper than going to the dollar store all the time. Then we have these again, these dips. They are, what is it? Greek yogurt jalapeno dip. They're really, really good. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest it. And of course, my steamed dumplings because ground beef, ground chuck, pork chuck, a pork tenderloin that I'm gonna make into chops and roasts, 3 whole chickens, and a thing of just chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Left with a bill of 400, what was it? 400. Left with a bill of $433.46. We will be fed for the rest of the month until, for the next 4 weeks. We will have meat in our freezer, which is the big thing. The only thing I need to do periodically is go to the grocery store for fresh fruits and vegetables. Everybody's taken care of for the month and I don't have to worry about it. If I had to buy all of these things here and there while I was at the grocery store weekly, it would be a lot more. So I am grateful for that. I'm going to now get into the meat. I gotta put the camera away because I really need to just get into the meat, start separating things, find a place for all this shit, and hopefully I have a delivery showing up today. Hopefully it is something that will help me take Callie out for a nice long run so we don't need to drive all the way to the dog park every time. Although I love the dog park, don't get me wrong, and I love the drive, and I will definitely be doing it again next week. But right now, and also it is a tool that I've seen used a lot for people in recall training, so it will really help like when we are going on long walks and trail walks and stuff like that. She can have her freedom without actually being free, and we can work on that recall. But anyways, I'm gonna package up some meat, organize my fridge and freezer, and I'll be back. My house was a disaster. I went and my daughter's in Girl Guides, so I had to go in. Hold on, hey Google, pause. My daughter is in Girl Guides, so I had to go pick up some Girl Guide cookies last night, and it actually ended up being kind of an eventful little situation. I don't know, it was really weird because our downtown area has unfortunately become overrun with homelessness and a lot of drug addiction and a lot of really scary situations. It's not the best environment that I used to remember this town being, and it's really unfortunate. And this is not me coming from any kind of place of blame or anything like that. Like, the world is going to shit, and honestly, the way things are sitting right now, my family is a major illness or a few paychecks away from being homeless ourselves. Like, it's really scary, the world that we live in right now. Like, it's not an easy place to live in or to be in. So yesterday, because of the amazing thoughtfulness of my brother-in-law, I was connected to his daughter's karate dojo, I think is what they're called. Is that right? I'm just gonna say instructor, but I'm pretty sure that's right, isn't it? I don't know. Anyways, we connected, and he wanted to buy a large sum of our Girl Guide cookies from my daughter, which is the most amazing thing ever. Anyways, the cookie sales really help the girls be able to do things and go camping and, you know, all the fun things that they want to do as Girl Guides. He bought 7 cases. All by himself, he bought 7 cases, and I had to go and meet him. I had to go pick up the cookies from the Girl Guide leader and then take them to him. It ended up in this like sketchy kind of back alley where their meeting is, and it's right by City Hall, and it's a beautiful area. And I used to live down there, and it's so funny. I was driving around and I was waiting for them to come out and finish their class, and so that we could meet and he could take his cookies and whatnot. And I'm just sitting there and I'm looking around, and I remember, so I lived in that area when I was in my early 20s. When I first moved out of my parents' house into my own house, I lived there in that general area. And I was stupid. I was stupid. I was 20. I was 19, 20, 21. I lived there until I was about, I think it was 23. I was single and alone and bored and a night owl, and I would wander the streets at 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't looking for trouble. I wasn't trying to find anything. I would just go for a walk. Or if I was fighting with my boyfriend that at the time, I would leave and just go for a walk, even if it was 2 o'clock in the morning. And I ran into a few colorful characters here and there. Like I definitely ran into some people sold themselves for money, and people who I would meet friend of a friend of a friend to pick up some medication and things like that, because at the time it wasn't legal, and at the time it wasn't, you couldn't walk into a store and buy it and ask for certain strains or certain THC levels and all that stuff. You couldn't do any of that stuff back then. It was, hey, you know anybody who's got a half whatever, or you know anybody who's got a bag of this, or know anybody who can just give you just like a dime, please, like just something, you know? You would meet a friend of a friend of a friend on a corner of somewhere. And I like the way that we used to live our lives back then, and I was not by any means like outrageous, but even this very tiny amount of risks that I took, I'm surprised I'm still here today. Sitting there last night in the same general area, and people would come around the corner. It was starting to get dark, and it's, you know, it's fall in Canada, and time change, and you know, the days are getting shorter, so the night starts to fall a little bit earlier, and it was starting to get dark, and people were coming around the corner, and I ended up actually running into my brother-in-law and my niece. I had no idea that they were going to be there for a class. That was kind of funny, but we ran into each other. I gave Buddy all of his cookies, and my niece was actually selling chocolate bars for her school, so it worked out really well. I didn't know, so I was still able to support her. It was great. And then we parted ways, and just as we parted ways, I got in the car, and this dude came like running, like rushing around the corner. Like I hopped in my car and I locked the doors, and I just watched, and I don't think he even saw me. I don't think he noticed me, but he was tweaking out. He was losing it. He was seeing things. His clothes were not clean. He definitely had some accidents or sat in something. Like I can't imagine, I could never imagine living my life the same way I do now. Or sorry, the same way I did back then now. It was very uncomfortable, and it was very, a very, very different place to be. I am going to put the camera away for the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow the kids are on a PD day, I think it's PD day. What they used to call it. It's Professional Development Day, but it used to be like Professional Assistance or something, or Professional Accomplishment, or I don't know, I can't remember. But it used to be PA Day, right? Or am I delusional? Anyways, whatever it is, I have no idea. Yeah, so the kids are off officially, starting their long weekend tomorrow. And as far as I know, we have plans to go to the library, and plans to, there was something else that I thought of that I wanted to do with the kids tomorrow, but I cannot remember. Either way, I think today I'm just going to say goodbye, because I'm going to be sitting here on the computer for the rest of the evening until tomorrow.